going to show you another variation I have of accountable cards. What we're going to do is we're going to have a setup here, slice setup. You're going to have the eights. You're going to make a force. Okay, the eights are on top. Okay, you're going to make a force. So the force is as you shuffle the pack. What you're going to do is you have the first card selected. This is not a force. You're going to force these next two cards, which are going to be eights. So the way that works is do a milk shuffle, okay? So it just looks like a shuffle, and they say stop. Take these two cards. These will be eights. But now that you have three selections, it doesn't really matter what they are, but it matters that you have to have two eights here. This is the X card. What you're going to do is on top you have this. You're going to make a triple lift, okay? That turns over those two eights. So you're going to do a secret reverse like that. You're then going to cut one card to the top. Just double cut one card to the top. You show the four kings. Now, as you're showing the kings, what you're going to do is you're going to steal one underneath the top card, which is like that. Okay, it's done secretly. It's loaded from a front break. And from an exposed view, it's done like that. Okay, that's the secret move. So in the beginning, you can show you have the kings, you have the three selections. It doesn't really matter as long as this queen is on top. Okay. Going to apparently take off the kings, but one is going to be stolen back underneath the top of the card of the deck. Okay, so there's only three kings. Usually I'll set it on the box, but in this case we don't need to because we've got three, so this will be fine. If I go down to two, I usually set it on the box to hide the thinness thereof. Now we can make a halo slip cut. Okay, what that does is that burns that bottom card. The halo slip cut gets rid of that bottom card. What that will do is allow you to have on top of the pack, you still have your setup. So you now have a face-up king, face-down card with those two eights. So what you're going to do is keep that down, okay? You're going to take the first card, and you're going to show it, and then you're going to make a double lift. And what I do is I do the burn and split here, okay? It's the burn and split. So now I'm going to take the kings, and I'm going to make the Pac-Man mouth. Talk about the cannibals. These represent the victims, right? Goes in, crushing, they roll over on their backs, they rub their bellies, and they burp. You do all of the silly jokes, right? So you know why cannibals don't eat clowns or eat jokers. They taste funny, right? Now you do a fake scanio spread here. This is for magicians, and then you can just show it's clean. So the advantages are very clean in this. Now what you're going to do is you got to burn this card, this top card, so you can make the slip cut, okay? Take the next card. Okay, now you're going to simulate the actions each time. So what's going to happen here is you really have four, but you're going to pick up the deck just to simulate the actions. So you're going to push forward. And the nice part is you can show this here, okay, that it's going in. You can pause there. It's really going in because it really is. And then you do all the jokes. They roll over their backs. They rub their bellies. They burp. You then do a scanio here, okay? Now I do this Ascanio, which is Gary Willette's, okay? Shown to me by Gary Willette many years ago at a magic convention. It's also in his books. So now you got this on top of the 8. Now what you're going to do at this point is you're going to reposition it so that that is right on top. And you're going to do the squiggly flourish, so that's a pretty clean vanish. You're going to turn that over. Now when you turn that over, you're going to get a break on the bottom 2 with your thumb break on the bottom 2. So you're going to turn this one over, okay? Now, very carefully pick up the deck because you don't want to prematurely reveal those face-up cards in there. So be very careful. What you're going to do is you're going to push this forward, but it's face up, okay? Normally this would be face down, but this is face up. You'll see why. I'm going to drop off the thumb break like that, okay? I'm then going to take this off. Now that ditches that, okay? Now I'm going to set this down. Okay, when I set it down, I'm going to say, "Oh, you don't believe me? It's there." So as I gesture, say, "Turn it over." they're going to go to turn it over, and as they do that, I have to burn these 2 cards. So I'm just going to cut those into the middle, just like that, and that brings us back to the top. What I'm going to do, the reason for that was so that you can switch this, because what I've got is I've got an 8 and I've got 2 kings. So they think it's the king, so what I do is I go into the Pac-Man mouth and I can show it. It looks very clean. And I put this in very cleanly, and I do the vanish. They roll over on their backs, they roll over on their bellies, they burp. Then I flip it over and I say, you can hear the bones grinding, bones crushing. As I do that, what I'm going to do is the Ackerman's optical rhythm here, okay, to show that they're vanished, okay. Now at that point, it looks like they're gone, and what I do is I pick up and I make the squiggly flourish, okay. What the squiggly flourish will do is to displace the cards, is to put them in so that they go 8 king, 8 king. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to say that they ate too much and they're not feeling good. The kings are not feeling good because they ate too much. In fact, they ate, and then I go into the optical rhythm again and I go, they ate, they ate, they ate, and they ate. Now I'm going to do my cleanup move that I do. As I pick this up, I turn it over. It should be all the 8s, but it's only 2 8s. But what happens is when I pick it up, when I pick up the deck, okay, with my left hand, very carefully here, I'm going to in-jog with my thumb, okay, the top card, as I set those down. What that allows me to do is it allows me to pick it back up and get a break underneath it with a pinky break. And then I can immediately spread and show. See this? I can show all of them. Now, I'm going to take that triple there. It's actually a quad there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put these on top. Okay, then I can set these down and just kill this. So you can finish clean here. Over here, all you have to do is just cut the deck as if you were doing a reverse, but you're not. It's just to reverse them and ditch them in the middle. That's your cleanup there. So I hope you like that. That's my latest version of the Cannibal cards, inspired by Allan Ackerman. Thank you.